Good Friday afternoon. Meteorologist Nick Kelly here. We are right in the middle of a first alert weather day due to rain and snow chances for a good portion of the Ozarks to take us through the rest of the day. It will result in minor accumulations for some, but not for all. But already we've heard reports of some slide-offs, maybe a few accidents due to roads becoming wet and certainly a little bit slick as temperatures rapidly drop with the storm system passing through as well. Early this afternoon, we had winter weather advisories go into effect for a good portion of the area northeast of Springfield, so if your county's in the blue, that is what you'll contend with until we hit 4 o'clock this afternoon. And thankfully, this isn't a big storm system, and it's not a slow-moving storm system. In fact, radar during the afternoon hours showed the back edge of the moisture already approaching Osceola and Nevada from the west, but we are continuing with quite a bit of clouds, and where it's just warm enough to the south of Springfield and south of U.S. Highway 60. That is where you'll stay warm enough for the rest of the storm system to deal with mainly rain chances, while everybody else will see a rain-snow mix and switching things over to snow. We do have, at the surface, an area of low pressure passing over central and northern Arkansas. That's certainly providing the moisture with the system to work with. And aloft, we do have an upper-level trough coming in. That's what's supplying the colder air, which we'll still have to contend with at least for the rest of the day, tonight, and Saturday, before we see another big warm-up come our way. As far as futurecast goes, in terms of timing out the rest of the storm system, it's not going to be an all-day affair, thankfully. It's certainly not a big issue at all as we go into tonight. It's done a pretty good job handling things so far, so let's see how we progress by 2 o'clock this afternoon. We do see areas, again, along and north of U.S. Highway 60 primarily. That is where the wintry weather should be. A rain-snow mix in the pink, but as you go north, further north from U.S. Highway 60, that is primarily where your best snow chances will be, light to moderate at times. And in the southern Ozarks, especially close to the Missouri-Arkansas line, that is where you'll have periods of rain, maybe even a couple of thunderstorms too. By 4 o'clock, this is when the back edge of the system will be approaching the U.S. Highway 63 corridor and passing to the east of U.S. Highway 65 in northern Arkansas. That's the last of our rain and snow chances, which should be done no later than about 6 or 7 o'clock this evening. The clouds will take a little more persuading to clear out, but we'll have some clearing skies as we go through the night and into Saturday morning, at least partly cloudy skies. But then we will have mostly sunny skies back in action late Saturday morning to take us through Saturday, and it's this sunshine that will be locked in for your Sunday as well. As far as expected totals with the storm system, not a big system overall in terms of moisture and amounts. So in terms of anything frozen that might come on down, no more than a coating of sleet or a light coating of that at worst case scenario. And in terms of potential snow totals, areas to the north and east of Springfield, I think that's the best area for you all to pick up a dusting to no more than an inch on average. Can't rule out a couple of spots pushing a little bit higher than an inch, but that is certainly going to be the exception rather than the rule. The other big story is the temperatures. We have already seen the numbers drop back near freezing in Springfield. Everyone else in the Missouri Ozarks will fall into the 30s by late afternoon. We will see the numbers go from 40s and 50s in northern Arkansas early this afternoon, down to about 37 once we hit 3 o'clock this afternoon. Then, with clearing skies, at least some clearing skies overnight, we'll drop back into the lower to middle 20s, especially 21 in Springfield. So everybody will find their numbers back into the 30s as we head toward the end of this afternoon. But at least by the end of the afternoon again, we'll be wrapping up the storm system. But that'll set us up for a cold evening with temperatures still near freezing by 8 o'clock and dropping into the low to mid 20s for a cold start for your Saturday morning. And then I see the numbers at least pushing back into the mid to upper 30s, maybe a couple spots near 40 for Saturday for a cold Saturday afternoon. Then we'll have to deal with cold temperatures again for Sunday, at least lows back in the mid-20s, but that cold snap will be short-lived. We'll be back near 53 Sunday, back above the average high of 50. Then we'll see highs back in the mid-50s Monday, and we'll have highs near 65 Tuesday afternoon and highs back near 72 by next Wednesday. Now, quickly down the road, I do see maybe one quick storm system clipping the area by next Monday. That can maybe give us a few isolated showers, but I think a lot of us will stay dry. I think we're dry going into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, but once we get past next Wednesday, I think our next best shot for any rain and maybe storms will be with the storm system that will come on in for Thursday, and that could stick around for much of the day. So that's the next big storm system on the way. We've got several days to keep an eye on that, but once we get past our rain and snow chances today, we'll stay cold, but clearing out for Saturday with highs again in the 30s, and then warming up again quickly as we go into next week. A few showers Monday, then that stronger system by next Thursday.